Let me go ahead. Okay, so I think this one I'm going to use this. Oh, yes. So that should be over here. you? I'm good. How about yourself? So I was in my thoughts. What's today? Saturday? Doing good. That's good. Dog sitting both of my parents' dogs on top of my own. So I have 6 dogs right now. That's a lot of fur. But what you got for me? But I want a dog again eventually. Like when we, eventually buy a house, we do plan on getting a dog. I think I want a German Shepherd this time around. I don't know. I used to have one as a kid. It was a little Shih Tzu, Pekingese mix, and then we had to give him away. I miss him sometimes, but from 11 years old down to 9 weeks old. Some have energy, others are just sitting there. But what's your questions? So Shannon and I have a talk. It went fairly decent. I want to know how he's going to respond after I tell him to just put it on the table or leave it alone. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away. No, I'm sorry. That's exactly the song that came out of my head as soon as I read that. So let's see. For whatever reason, I want to use that. I'm sorry. As soon as I read it, I'm just like, you gotta know when to hold. Oh my gosh. But let's see. Let us see. Let us see. How is he gonna respond? All right. So how is Shannon? How is he likely to? How is he most likely to respond to Chris telling him to just put it on the table and leave it alone? It's like pulling teeth because he tries to act so hard. Ugh. The men that act the hardest cry the hardest, and then they cry like fucking babies. And then you gotta sit there and hold them, not because you feel sorry for them, but because it's embarrassing. I'm not against men crying. It's just him. He's just his chest don't feel real tight. Let's see. Guys ain't ancestors that looks at me. How will Shannon mostly like? What is? How is he most likely to respond after Chris tells him to just put it on the table or leave it alone? So please, 2, 3. Exactly. Yeah. Like either you're all in or you're not. Either shit or get off the pot or something. But let's see. How's okay? So this is how he's most likely going to respond, and I just asked it that way because I mean energy can go either way here, and I mean people can respond in different ways. But let's see: Eight of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, Justice, High Priestess. This isn't talking about a response, although I could interpret it like one. I feel like he's most likely to feel as if you're doing this almost as a control tactic. Not to be manipulative, but it's like this, right? Eight of Swords talks about being in your head. Ace of Pentacles is a big offer. Strength talks about trying to present like bravery, courageousness, being bold, intimidating. Justice is trying to do the right thing as well as that's balancing scales. And then the high priest is usually somebody that keeps to themselves but is very intuitive, so it's almost like an or else energy here. I don't know if he would take it like an ultimatum, but I feel like he's most likely to feel like you're actually kind of like anxious about things. um so he may feel like you're trying to put up a front to be intimidating. Three of Wands, Seven of Swords, Page of Wands. And that's where it gets tricky. Um, Three of Wands is here, so it's almost like he'd ignore it somewhat. But then here's the other stuff. It's like kind of ignoring it, like, yeah, right. Like, I have time and I can keep on doing this in and out type of thing here. But then in the back of his mind, like, it's almost like, what ifs, like, I know I've been immature. What if I continue to act this way? Let's see here, the Four Wands and the Devil. I'm not going to say that he would respond like you're holding him at gunpoint, but um, I mean, Four Wands, that's a relationship, that's togetherness, that's unity, and then the Devil is here too. He'd be a bit upset because it's like you're holding it close to his chest. So again, how is he most likely to respond when she says this? First off, please, 2, 3. Nine of Cups, Five of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. So my Nine of Pentacles here, 2, 3. Knight of Cups. Give me a second. Part of me would think that he would like it. Why is Nine of Pentacles here? The best way I could put it in Four of Pentacles. So the best way I can put this is overall, he'd like it. Maybe it's a bit challenging. I don't intuitively sense that, but putting that out there is like, it's almost like it's a bit challenging. Like, oh, I, did whatever to make this person with a Nine of Pentacles and a Knight of Cups be like, this is what's going to happen if you don't treat me right. I will like it if you were to be more like this, that type of thing here. But then Four of Pentacles here is like him closing himself off. He's most likely, here's how he's most likely to take it. I wouldn't be surprised if he had an eye roll, or if he's thinking like, yeah, right, okay, fine then. But then there'd be a little thing dinging at the back of his mind. because you're right to like put it down like that. And then he'd be like, damn. But another part of him would kind of like, like it because it, in a sense, but that would make sense because remember the last read when you asked me like what his next actions would be, and I said that he would try to do things to like influence your thinking in terms of like him being in your life, as in like, you know what, I think I would want this person in my life, that type of thing here. Not to say that he feel like he'd win, but it's almost like, like, hey, I was able to like do enough to where like this person, in a sense, like they're proving to me like they'd want me around in a certain way. Honestly, that kind of sounds a little messed up. Mind you, tarot exaggerates stuff. Um, Honestly, how do you take it? Like a damn you got me type of thing here. Like I could do what I want, but you do have me there. Like you are right. It's hard to say whether or not he take the thing here and then, or take, yeah, like take the offer, and then there's a part of him that's like holding himself back because it's almost like, what? Like that, I guess. It's weird. That's nice to know. I'll let him know I'm not trying to be intimidating or controlling, just not wasting time anymore. He knows I won't play with him. I've sold a house and moved on him before and cut him off for a year and a half. Yes. I don't know. I think it's like this. Either way, yes. I'm gonna just do this. Yes. I love it. Women in male dominated fields. Yes. But like, it's not like he would think like, oh, she's trying to control me type of thing here. It's just more so like he would see it as in like, oh, this is her way of trying to make something happen because she may be upset or be anxious, that type of thing here. So it's not like he would be offended. But well, let me ask, what is he more likely to do? Is he likely to, put it all on the table or walk away? Because I please, 2, 3. What is he more likely to do? Crystal, please, 2, 3. The moon, 7 of cups, Ace of cups. He'd be in his head in it about it. Um, Ace of cups is a new start to my Ace of cups, 2, 3. Queen of wands. This is representing Chris, right? Positive card for yes, negative card for no. No. 3 of swords. Okay, that's something. He definitely would be in his head and a bit anxious because the thing is, you're offering something good, but I don't know if there was somebody else that he was talking to, or like Queen of Wands doesn't necessarily have to be a singular person. This can just talk about like this is describing a certain type of individual here, a woman. And 3 of Swords is like torn. The thing is, you're asking this person like either be serious with me or leave. And then you have your Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands can be good in relationships, but only to a certain extent. In the sense of like, this is somebody that's attractive, that's fiery, that's feisty, but will definitely move on your ass if needed be. And you're trying to offer this person like a good shot at something long term. So it could, so again, is he likely to leave this all behind or put it all on the table? First off, please, 2, 3. The Lovers, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. He may be more likely to build, but that's just the energy right now. I'll say this much. If you cut him off for a year the last time and moved on him and whatnot, I wouldn't expect too much out of this person. So that's what I say about all that. I think he may bite and be like, okay, fine, damn it, I'll do it. Or something like that. He might. He might. If anything, I would say, if anything, I just say like play it by ear. That's my whole thing. My next question is, yeah, I'm just in the mood of closing doors now. Completely understood. The next question is, I have to reach out to Larry tomorrow or Monday. I'm going to let him know that he can sign the papers at my attorney's office. How is he going to handle that call slash? Ah! I don't know if you ever seen like Adam's Family Values, but remember at the beginning of the movie when Uncle Fester was just howling for no damn reason, and then stopped when he finally got the response that he wanted, which was several wolves howling back. Ah! My shame. My shame. Or like Tyrese when he started crying that one time. He was like, oh my God. Believe it or not, somebody had remixed that with the Animaniacs theme or whatnot. Every now and then I go back and look at it. Anyway, let's see. All right. I'm sorry, I keep playing it in my head. So how is Larry going to how is he going to respond to the, like, how is he going to handle the call slash text that Chris will give him to let him know that he could sign the papers at her attorney's office? Jesus, I'm going to be seen as seen. How is he going to handle the communication about that? Please, 2, 3. No, I don't want. It's a 6 of Cups, 10 of Wands. He's definitely not gonna like it with the Knight of Wands. It's almost like, I refuse. Thou shalt not fear. The eyes of. It's almost like, I refuse. No, I don't want to do it. But Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, like, it's already set in stone. Like, you're laying down the law. It's gonna overwhelm him because of the past. Like, you know, aside from the shit that he did, you know, he's gonna be reminiscing a lot. It's the end of an era. He's gonna fight against you, maybe the Wheel of Fortune, or may fight against this change somewhat, or just be riled up about it. Yeah, because it's like he really wanted his family back. 7 of Pentacles, 7 of, I honestly think he's gonna go ahead and do it, but he may have a desire to kind of like run away from doing so. And that's funny here. 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. 7 of Pentacles is about investing. 7 of Swords is literally sneaking away. I think he's gonna go ahead and do it regardless. But since this is here, I'm not saying, you know, take it with the tiniest grain of salt, but I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be upset. The fuck, I wouldn't be surprised if he eloped and decided like, nope, I'm not doing this type of thing. How's he gonna handle it? 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups, the World. He's gonna take it as a cycle closure. Like, reconciliation is not going to happen. 9 of Swords can't. It's like, it's gonna cause him a lot of anxiety, but I think he'll cooperate. But he's gonna be emotional. So how's he gonna handle it? King of Pentacles. It's almost like he's gonna, maybe at the end he'll be mature and try to be grounded and do it. He's not gonna like it though. He really is not gonna like it. I wouldn't be surprised if there is a bit of pushback. Oh, why not? Yeah, I have a feeling he's gonna fight it because he's had the opportunity to sign since March, and now it's September, so he's had 6 months. He's had half a year. Let me see. Positive card for yes, negative card for no. Is Larry gonna go up to the office and sign them soon? Is he? Positive card for yes, negative card for no. Queen of Pentacles. So I mean, this is a positive card. The Moon here at the bottom, he's not gonna like it. I won't be surprised he had a trick up his sleeve. Poor little Tank Tank. Well, let's say Larry does sign the papers. Is he still going to try and get Chris back, or is he going to leave her alone? Stop, please, 2, 3. Like, why is it after these dudes fuck everything up and when they know it's over, like, that's when they decide to fight for it? Like, you didn't want to carry it on when things were good. You decided, like, yeah, let's nuke the entire region. And then when they see all the damage and destruction, basically when they see like, oh, I'm going to actually feel guilty about it, it's not okay, then they're like, no, I want you back. Come back. Come back. I was just joking. I was just kidding. You know they didn't mean that much to me. Come on. Come back. No. I'm just like, I'm about to fully move and clear my house out here. He tried to say he wanted to move to Texas with me. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. Let's see here. If he does, is he still gonna try it? Death, strength, the star. He might a bit. He might have some hope. Temperance. He's gonna hold on to it somewhat. I wouldn't be surprised if he was like he went silent, but he held on to it. But at the same time, you have your temperance. Maybe he hopes in time you'll change your mind. But it looks like he kind of like accepts that it's done. But yep, the niggas be doing that. Like, come back here. I was just kidding. I was just kidding. Come back. Don't go over there. Why are you bothering with him? Oh, so you giving it up to somebody else and not me? Come on. Come on. Come on. Look, my door is always open. It's always open. And meanwhile, you letting that door be open. You letting all types of flies, roaches, and spiders and rodents crawl in the fucking house. And you think I'm gonna step foot in that bitch? No. Mm-mm. No, sir. Nope. You better take your shit and run. And I mean take it and run. They be doing all different types of ripping and running as soon as you finna leave. Come back here. I got your favorite snacks. What am I allergic to? You're allergic to a certain type of grass. Motherfucker, what the fuck did I ever say fucking grass, bitch? So yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. Well, I just text him, so I'll let you know what he says. I see fireworks. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you're worth. Oh. I should be a voice actress. I love it. I'm just kidding. Meanwhile, I'm gonna wait for like other people to come on. If they don't next like 10, 15, I'm gonna go. But look for like 5 more minutes. Okay, where did the card go? Alright. Wait, so that's still online. just let me. All right. Hello. All right. Okay, it's a good thing you said something because I was literally about to shut it down. I'm like, okay, nobody else is coming up. All right, go ahead and put down your question. All right, what are Louise Lockett's feelings towards me? All right, also give me a second. Okay, let's see. Right, so what are Louise Lockett's feelings towards Meg? What are this person's current feelings towards her? What is this person's feelings towards her currently? Stop, please. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. I'm also going to be using this. Let's see. What are his feelings towards you? 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Honestly, it feels like he's wondering if he should either like bother with you or continue to, because he feels as if maybe he may not be good enough for like a role in terms of like being a partner or whatnot. This person may worry about being unnecessary stress to you and sees that you're somebody that does very well by themselves already and feels like you deserve somebody that's just as stable as you and can provide a lot to you. Yeah, Page of Swords. It's really just his thoughts, though. It's almost like things are better in your head than they are when you actually execute it. Like he thought of being successful with you and winning you over, but now it's like he's kind of like taking a double take about that when it comes to that. Yeah, the World, King of Wands. I don't know if he feels like this cycle is like closing out because he feels like maybe he's of a different caliber. Not to say that this person feels that they're, you know, better than you, but it's like if you want an actual relationship or something like that, King of Pentacles, King of Cups is a good fit. Those are people that can provide stability and love. It can actually be there for you. King of Wands can be in a relationship. You know, they're exciting to be around. They're passionate, very intense. But that is the type of person that has a wandering eye as well too. That's an individual that has a quite, you know, intriguing history, and not necessarily in the best ways at times here. That's somebody that's still, you really can't change them per se, right? And maybe they know this about themselves, or maybe again they just feel like you guys are different than each other. Tell me about the King of Wands. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the Magician. Tell me more about the Magician. 2, 3. Two of Pentacles and the Devil at the bottom of the deck. It's like they're aware they can more than likely get things off the ground with you. They have enough energy to do that and maybe balance things out, but may also kind of wonder like maybe how long they can really keep up with things, especially here with the Devil. Maybe this person leans more towards like lustful type of connections, or may want something that I don't know if he just feels like he's like good in one area. The Devil, Three of Swords, Judgment. It's like they're rethinking things because they're just like, I don't know. It's like I don't know, and I don't think I can give this person what they want. Maybe they know they're a heartbreaker, or they feel like maybe doing the right. I don't want to say doing the right thing, but like maybe they feel like doing the traditional thing may tear them apart more. I don't know. Yeah, because Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. It's like the ideal thing is to have a relationship or have long-term happiness and be stable, be steady. But with the Knight of Swords, it's like he's different than that. Maybe he can't necessarily do it like that. What's this person's issue? What's their issue? Chrysopolis, 2, 3. What's their issue? Chrysopolis, 2, 3 here. You're hot. Player. Okay. Ghosted. Love struck. Love. Spiritual. Committed at the bottom. What's with spiritual? 2, 3. Passion. Something about love. 2, 3 here. Soulmate. Oh, I see here. But tell me about player. 2, 3. Balance and synergy. It's like this. I think their issue is this. They do have actual feelings for you, and they can keep things up to a certain extent. Especially maybe like when it comes to sex or just like having fun or whatnot. But at the same time, this person may feel as if maybe they're not too reliable. It's like they know that this is the right energy to be in, and you have your balance. So it's like, I love how well we complement each other and balance each other out. And this is, I'm more interested in the thrill of the chase than in forming meaningful relationships. So I think this individual is this. It's like they have actual genuine feelings for you, but they can only keep up the traditional thing for so long. Yeah, because you have synergy, queer, friends and benefits. I don't think this person's actually gay, although maybe they might be, I don't know. It's like, again, it's like you guys do well together, or could do well together, but eventually they split off in different directions, and the connection isn't like it should be. So I think his current feelings towards you is just more so like this inner panic that they have, and this knowing they're like, I feel like this person would be better off without me, and they deserve this somebody, somebody that's actually going to be consistent with them and stable, because I can only keep that up for a certain amount of time before I revert back to being a piece of shit. So that is what I got. It's almost like a bittersweet type of thing, but honestly, it's best if he thinks he's like, what, this person deserves more than me. Honestly, he's holding himself accountable. It's like saving you from the eventual heartbreak. It's like, we could definitely do well together, but damn it, I can't do it. I can't keep it up for long. That sort of thing here. That means that the type of person that he would need to keep things up for long would be an individual that doesn't have a whole lot of substance to them. Somebody that would go back and forth with them. But even then, he would probably feel some guilt, because it's just like, damn, I'm with somebody that lets me just bring them through the fucking ringer. Like, I feel sorry, but you keep putting yourself through this. But that's what I get. At least he acknowledges it, which is good. Hello, my fellow Pisces. Hello, hey Pri, what's up? You got that right 100%. You got right 100%. Wow, you got it right. I say you never Cashapp. Okay, give me a second. Let's see here. All right, go ahead with your second question. But that's what I see. But I will say this much: take that as the truth and run with it. I'm not saying you can't ask any more questions about them. Like, you definitely can, but don't get with them. Where have you been in my Rihanna's voice? Where have you been? I've been here, in and out, getting tired. I know I didn't repeat that voice right, honestly. I can't speak Bayesian, but yeah. I've been here. What can I expect for my birthday? Haven't had time to stress you out lately. No, you have not. No, you definitely have not. I'll be like, oh, this girl. My birthday is in November. Gotcha. Well, happy early birthday. If I don't talk to you before then. Okay, what can you expect for your birthday? Alright. God dang. This is what I'm talking about. This is the shit I'm talking about. Ain't got nothing to do with y'all. It's just I'm shuffling and the cards want to fly. I'm like, I didn't even ask anything. I just did it. Alright, also, did anything go underneath the bed? No. Good. Alright, so my guys and ancestors, I love me. What can Meg expect for her birthday? When can she expect for her birthday? What can she expect for herself? Please, 2, 3. What can she expect? 8 of Swords, 2 of Cups, High Priestess, 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. So about 2 of Cups, 2, 3. The Hermit. Talking about 8 of Swords, 2, 3. The Hangman, talking about 9 of Wands, 2, 3 here. Queen of Pentacles here. Talking about Queen of Pentacles, 2, 3. Knight of Cups. And then 4 of Swords. So what you can expect for your birthday is like a mixed bag. I feel like you definitely would be in your head, but would definitely, yeah, you'd be in your head, but would end up balancing yourself out. You could definitely be like around different people, as well as maybe putting on a bit of a facade that you're chill. And the reason why you'd be in your head is because of a particular connection where maybe you're not sure where a person's at, because the Hermit would talk about an individual that's isolated. As well as when I first got this, I don't know if this was still picking up on that other guy that we just read on, like if he'd be in another connection by then, or if he was hiding something. Because High Priestess is here, and I can talk about his tarot reader. Maybe around that time you would have like intuitively know something's up. I feel like you would try to balance yourself out, which you would be successful in to a certain extent, but at the same time a bit like nervous and on edge. That sort of thing. Oh, I see here. It's more so like you'd be in your head and kind of pissed at somebody. And at the same time, it's like you're trying to relax. So why would she be pissed at a person? So please, 2, 3. 6 of Swords. King of Cups. The World. Talking about the World, 2, 3. Wow, okay. 5 of Swords. Talking about King of Cups, 2, 3. I think you'd be pissed because it seems like somebody would become emotionally available for another individual, which would be very immature on their part. But what you're not seeing is the reason why they'd be emotionally available for this person is because they know they could run game on them with the 5 of Swords. Like 5 of Swords is being manipulative, like manipulation that you see in front of you. That type of thing here. Tell me more, Cashapp, 2, 3. Either that or just having to leave behind a person that maybe you felt defeated about. You have the Chariot, 3 of Swords. I think you'd be pissed at somebody because of multiple people like surrounding them or multiple choices. So I think around your birthday, you'd be dealing with a little bit of hurt. It's like you're pissed, but just like trying to keep it together. I would say the good thing about this type of pissed off attitude. It's like it's not the type where you emotionally feel that hurt in your chest. It's just more so of like you feel, how would I say this? Rather than feel it in your center, it's more so in your head. So you're just like, "Ooh, I would definitely slap the fuck out of his ass right now. You definitely got me hot," that type of thing. And to me, that's the best type of pissed off to feel rather than hurt, because that type of pissed off you can get over faster. I know it sounds like I'm bullshitting, but I'm being so, for real right now. So that. Anything else you can expect for a birthday? Please, 2, 3. Either that or they contact you. Queen of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, King of Wands, Ace of Swords. I do see it panning out to where you feel emotionally better as the day progresses. Because maybe you just come to some realizations about certain people, as well as I feel like you get caught up in certain gifts. Yeah, Ace of Swords, Page of Swords. I see, as well as like realizing that you cut off certain people or realize certain things about people for your own good. So I feel like your birthday, it's a day where at first you feel a little bit anxious and hurt and really upset, and eventually it moves into you like having some acceptance of the situation, be like, you know what, at the end of the day I did what was best for me, you know, and my stability. And you begin to feel um in balance again. I'm not in contact with anyone, so I wonder if it's a family member. Who is she pissed at exactly? Who is she pissed at exactly during this time? Please, 2, 3. 6 of Wands, maybe somebody with a Leo placement. 6 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Like I get like Leo, Aries, and Earth. Maybe somebody that's like immature. Why 6 of Wands here? 2, 3. King of Swords, an air sign. Like somebody that's a bit prideful and cold. Yet maybe they were supposed to be practical, but kind of like a jackass at the end of the day. Is this a family member? Positive card for yes, negative card for no. Could be one of the people. Is this talking about a love interest? Positive card for yes, negative card for no here. Yes, the Sun, the Emperor. Could it be talking about what was this dude's? Could it be talking about Louise? Positive card for yes, negative card for no. Definitely 10 of Pentacles. So that's a yes, as well as maybe it could be family too. So maybe both. So I would say this much: if you want to go ahead and get, face the music now, I'd suggest it. But that's what I see. Bree, go ahead with any question. I'll watch out for that. Please do. Thank you. You're welcome. So I had a dream the other night, surprisingly, about my Leo ex's mother. It was weird. Okay. I love my dreams. Continue. My ex was there in a dream as well, and his mom, and they both wrote me letters, but I didn't get a chance to read them. His mom hugged me in my dream. Uh-huh. So letters is communication, right? So you want me to see why you saw all of that? Or all of it? And I woke up like, the fuck? Because out of all the years I've been reading for you, I don't think you've ever told me about having a dream where his mom was in there. So that's a first. Let's see, I'm going to use that. This. So I'm curious, what was that all about? Like, what's his mom's energy told me towards me? Oh, right. I never asked that. Like, never. Well, let's see. Well, first, let's see what the dream's about. Okay, I'm gonna do this. It was new, and I wasn't thinking about him or her. Well, here's what's interesting. So I heard in terms of like what's going on astrology wise, this is the time where endings are happening for whatever reason. So maybe something like that. I have no idea. Maybe she might miss you, because I know she hasn't seen you in years, unless you guys randomly see each other at the grocery store sometimes. But let's see. My guys and ancestors, I love protect me. What? As far as Bree's dream is concerned, where her Leo ex and his mother both wrote her letters, and his mom hugged her. What was that all about? What was that all about? What was she picking up? What is that all about? What does that dream mean? Stop, please. 2, 3. Let's see. The sun reverse. So sun reverse can talk about... I mean, this can talk about a lack of happiness. Something not growing properly. As well as usually in the upright that would talk about things being revealed. So it's reverse. Either this is like a revelation that you can't help in terms of it being exposed, or something, or the light coming down on something, I don't know. 4 of Cups. Okay. The Chariot. Oh. Knight of Wands reverse. 10. I think you're picking up on your ex's unhappiness, and there's a whole thing of this person wanting to come back to you. This person being so in and out and immature hasn't worked for them, and it's causing them a lot of stress and strain, believe it or not. Queen of Pentacles is reverse. And, oh, Queen of Pentacles reverse, 6 of Cups reverse, 8 of Wands reverse. So here's the whole thing. So I know that his current person is an earth sign, but Queen of Pentacles is usually a mother too. She may notice her child's unhappiness, especially in terms of the past. Maybe he's communicated it to her, or she just sees either he's gone, down the wrong path, or things aren't moving forward with him, right, for him like they should. Maybe there's some stagnancy, and I feel like maybe there's some sadness around it. 2 of Pentacles, Strength reverse, Temperance. Maybe she is feeling like you brought a lot of balance to his life, because now it's like having to find it on his own without really having it. Why was his mother there? Well, first of all, why did her ex and his mother write her letters? Why? Please, 2, 3. Why? 9 of Wands, Knight of Cups reverse, Emperor reverse. Those letters were things that they can't outwardly say due to pride. Things that they wish, either they wish they could say, or just unsaid words, unspoken words here because of stress. The Emperor, the World. Maybe this is also them letting you know about like some sort of cycle coming to an end. 5, 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. High Priestess reverse. There seems to be maybe a disconnect or a loss, especially maybe when it comes to you, or maybe some sort of information came out. I'm not sure. Why did his mom give her a hug in a dream? Why did his mother give her a hug in a dream? Why? Why was this? Why did she give him a hug? I'm sorry. Why did she give Rhea a hug in a dream? For God, please, 2, 3. 5 of Cups. Queen of Cups. Perhaps she feels some remorse over her son's, you know, pridefulness, over his choices. Like she knew you were sweet. She knew that you were a sweet girl. 5 of Swords, King of Pentacles. She feels as if this person's defeated himself through his own greed, maybe. It's about King of Pentacles, 2, 3. Or, let's see here. Yeah, the Tower revert. About the 5 of Swords reverse, 2, 3. 5 of Swords reverse, I mean, that's defeating everything in your path, but at what cost? And then the Hangman reverse. Maybe she feels like things would have, like a crisis definitely would have been averted had he stayed with you or had he stayed around you, and feels like due to his actions, like he's put himself in maybe a semi-permanent position where nothing's going on. So honestly, I think that dream was there as a representation of like letting you know that things aren't really okay on that side. Maybe this person really does contemplate coming towards you. As well as those letters would have been things like they wish they could say, but they can't for whatever reason. Um, and perhaps she feels some remorse and is kind of upset and sad that things are going south. It may have felt like you were a really good girl and sees that her son kind of shot himself in the foot. Someone did tell me that the Capricorn chick is still running her mouth, which is insane. And they said the mom knows intuitively, and there's inconsistencies in the Capricorn's narrative she made up. Why does it feel so permanent? Well, it's just a word. How would I say this? It's like this, right? 5 of Swords, that's also winning at all costs, right? But it's almost like at what, it's like, is it really worth it? Like, destroying everything in your path to get what you want, because when you look back, there's nothing. And then you have here the Hangman reverse, right? Hangman reverse, I mean, that's being stuck, that's being very much stagnant, but that's also sometimes having an epiphany. Maybe she feels like he's kind of like stuck in his ways. It could be that. Let's see here. Uprights for yes, reversals for no. To my guides and ancestors that love protect me. Uprights for yes, reversals for no. Does her ex's mother actually see inconsistencies in the Capricorn story? Does she see inconsistencies in Jay's story? Does she? Uprights? Let's start with upright for yes. 9 of Pentacles came out upright, so that's a yes, but still. Uprights for yes, reversals for no. That's 2 out of 3. Does she notice inconsistencies in Jay's story? 2, 3. Knight of Pentacles, 3 of Swords is reversed. Judgment reverse here. And then King of Wands. So this can talk about a no, but what's funny is this Knight of Pentacles is consistency, right? 3 of Swords reverse, that's a lack of hurt, but then you have here a Judgment reverse here. If she doesn't actually notice inconsistencies, mind you, Judgment reverse would talk about a lack of assessment. That's also having a pretty skewed way of having critical thinking or a lack of critical thinking skills, not making good decisions. She may, yeah, like intuitively, no, the reader was right. Intuitively, she may sense something's up. Does his mother intuitively sense something is up? Uprights for yes, reversals for no. That's 2 out of 3. 2, 3. The Hermit. Yeah, that's a yes. She knows something is up. She knows something is definitely up here. 2 of Wands here. She knows something's up. She's just, I don't know if she's going to say anything about it, but she knows something's up. She may just kind of like leave it alone. But 9 of Cups reverse feels like that ain't right. So yeah, no, the other reader was right. She may not see inconsistencies. Like if the girl's actively talking about it, may go in one ear and out the other, but yeah, intuitively, she's like, something's off. Now, the thing is, let me ask, uprights for yes, reversals for no. Will her ex's mother eventually find out the truth? Will she eventually find out the truth? Uprights for yes, reversals for no. Will she eventually find out the truth too? 3. 7 of Pentacles, the Moon reverse. Yes. Queen, yeah, she'll eventually find out that this woman is a fraud. And it makes sense here. 7 of Pentacles reverse. It may take some time, but like it'll come. Yeah, and then the Moon is reversed here, and that talks about things coming out. And then 6 of Pentacles. Eventually, things will balance themselves out. Yeah. And let me see here. How will Dee's mother feel when she finally learns the truth about what actually happened? Damn it! Stop doing that. Again, how will she feel when she actually finds out the truth? So please 2, 3. 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, 7 of Wands, 10 of Wands here, Queen of Pentacles. Very disappointed. I don't think she's going to lash out, but she's definitely going to be in her head like, how could you do something like that? She's definitely going to feel sad. So my Queen of Pentacles, 2, 3. 9 of Wands. She's going to be disappointed in her son. So my 3 of Cups, 2, 3. 8 of Cups. So 8 of Cups here, 2, 3. Disappointed in her son and just... Because again, she knew something was off. Like she knew something was missing. Because even in here, like, again, this is the 8 of Cups and these are 8 cups. But you see how there's this one that just seems like it's kind of like missing. Like something should be there. But it's not. It's just more so like I didn't know my son was actually gonna be like this. And mind you, if you were here for like when I was reading the other girl, like King of Wands is here, like King of Wands in relationships as well as in life, like this is an attractive person. They're creative, they're spontaneous, they're a self-starter, you know, this is an entrepreneur, this is somebody that can get shit started, this is a social person, this is somebody that people want in their circles, a leader, right? But as far as love is concerned, they are passionate. This is somebody good for like the honeymoon stage and everybody and everything else here too. But mind you, this is Sagittarius energy. And one thing that a lot of Sagittariuses do, doesn't matter if they're male or female, one thing that they do is eventually they fuck up, right? So the thing is, in terms of love, they can only keep things up but so much, and then eventually at some point they fall short, right? I think she has disappointment in the sense of like, I didn't know that he did that. I didn't know that's who my son actually is. I don't think she'll lash out. Then again, I don't know the woman. I don't think she'd lash out. Maybe she'd be a bit defensive. But I just get this whole thing of just wanting to kind of like close herself off and just be like, I don't even want to be bothered. So is a Cap trying to win at all costs? No, that's not what I was saying. She's quite on quote unquote running a race and no one is. No, the dream, it was more so about Dee than her. It's more so like this, right? Besides the shit that he did to you, he more than likely made other choices that weren't the best. Mind you, you're not there, but his mom's gonna be there, right? So she's noticed that about her son and noticed that he's perhaps become stuck in his ways and has turned in a sense that's like, damn, if you had gone this other way, maybe if you stay with this other person, you wouldn't have gone down this path. It's sad. I don't know what happened to that Leo ex of mine. He decided to act fucking stupid. And karma is more than likely eating away at him in the sense of this, right? I'll give you a good example, like I always do. Remember that Asian ex that I was telling you about? That, you know, did that shit, right? Well, the thing is, afterwards, after he decided to become a little asshole and cheat, I noticed on social media, like, okay, hey, he's looking better. Not that he was ever like ugly, but like he's dressing. How would I say this? He's dressing better, maybe. How would I? Just more so of like how regular popular people may dress at times. I don't know. He's dressing more attractively, he's feeling himself more, he's around all these people. But honestly, to me, that was like looking, it was like I was seeing somebody become something that I didn't recognize anymore, right? And then on top of that, when I began to get readings, one thing that two readers had said, and it definitely came into fruition, it was definitely true already, that he was around a lot of toxic people, and that if he didn't get himself from around it, eventually the tower would come in, and eventually it did, right? But the thing is, when you make, when you, how would I say this, when you do certain things that are a major offense, if you don't know how to take accountability and whatnot, and you keep on going, eventually you begin to look and grow and make decisions. Um, you begin to make the decisions and look like what you did, right? Um, so the thing is, he wanted to be a little hot shot. He wanted to play around with different women. He wanted to do XYZ. Well, he began to look and dress like XYZ. Granted, that for a time he did look good, he did dress good, he was doing his own thing, but he was becoming the very thing that he had, I don't know, the very thing that he committed, per se, that sort of shit. Now he just looks tired and drained and even more tired, right? So it's like that, right? She's noticed a decline in her son's life, per se. You made the, because what he did, again, what he did, it wasn't even immature, just evil. You guys are with each other for X amount of years, and next thing you know, this man's talking to you crazy. And then he gets with some bitch that looks like Shrek, and now he's doing all this other stuff. Like, I didn't know that you were interested in this. When did you start getting into this, right? But that was life eating at him. He just hadn't realized it. And now it's just the type of thing of like, well, damn. Even to the point where even like other readers that you've gone to are just like, yeah, he's kind of disgusted with her. Hey, yeah, I feel like he really went down the wrong path. I felt that too. It's like he's a product of his bad decisions, and it's sad and disappointing. And that pic, when we spoke about it, his eyes look like he's in the sunken place. It kind of made me sad for him. Right? Too prideful to admit you're wrong and take a different path. Sounds like he's going through hell with that cat. Yeah, he. I wouldn't even say he's going through hell. If anything, that's his own hell that he created. Ain't nobody told him to go ahead and cheat and be crazy and do all this other stuff. That was on him. Granted, she does share a responsibility in it, because the thing is, she knew y'all two were together, but decided to, go ahead and be an idiot. But eventually, when you make choices like that, on top of other reckless things that you do, it will eventually take a toll on you. You know, like, hey, if you live good and you eat good, you'll look good. But if you look like shit and you look like shit, or you eat like shit, then eventually you may look like shit, right? Excuse me. He's his own prison and stayed that, because the one thing that will definitely be an ego death to him, I wouldn't necessarily say, how would I say this? I don't know if it's my intuition, but here's to me what his ego death would look like. Number one, the loss of that relationship. I don't even think that's like the pinnacle of it. It may be a relief to him. Maybe he might be sad, but a relief, right? Because part of the reason why he's still with that person is out of guilt, right? Because I mean, if she was crazy enough to stalk you and do whatever else, if he breaks up with her, what the fuck is she gonna do to him, right? But I feel like the beginning of his ego death is when he looks around and sees everything that he destroyed, per se, and then you moving on, right? Your whole thing is you want closure in this situation a hell of a lot more than you want to get back with this person. You probably don't want to get back with them. And if they were to offer it to you, if I feel like if you were to take it back, it wouldn't be because like you love this person still. It's just more so like, hey, this strokes my ego because You ruined my fucking life. But an ego death for him is you moving on, you finding somebody else, and you basically not giving a shit. It's like this isn't even on your mind anymore. It's just more so that type of thing, like, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh well, it was tragic. That type of thing. It's like seeing life pass him by and you included in it. That to me is an ego death to him. And it's also him like, I failed. Like shit, right? Eventually he'd have to create things back up from scratch, maybe. Um, maybe find himself a group or something like that, but life isn't gonna feel the same. Yeah, I don't even think the cat chick noticed and she's narcissistic. Yeah, I remember you told me he didn't feel good seeing my social media. Dang. Yeah, but that's to me what an ego death would look like. Again, I don't know if that's my intuition or whatnot, or just me just using common sense. Because I'm a people person. I'll just be like, I know exactly how the fuck that shit going in. And more times than not, I'm right. It's not going to feel the same because I'm not in it. Well, more so like well, that's part of it. It's just more so like this. Life isn't going to feel the same because of, again, his choices when it came to you, her, other things in his life, right? He's be like, well, damn, what do I have left? And by the time he looks around, like maybe he might be a little too old to re-enter into things. Maybe getting back into certain hobbies and stuff that doesn't work. Like it's not as fulfilling anymore. Almost like life is dull, that sort of thing. I think it's just more again, it's a combination of seeing you move on, seeing other people live their life, and just realizing like, damn, what do I really have left right now, or like what the fuck is really going on. So that's what I'd say. But to me, again, that's what an ego death for him would look like. Now what it actually is going to look like, I have no idea. And it makes me sad for him. And she knows he's not happy. That's the crazy part. But it's also ego for her too. Exactly. So I mean, that's on her as well too. The more that they continue on, the more they'll be tangled up in each other, and not in a good way. Their karma at this point is each other. Because as far as she's concerned, she thinks, oh, I got a prize, right? And that prize turns around and can't stand you. And then you're realizing that all the shit that you put in, all the work that you put in to be better than a person that never did a damn thing to you, realizing like, well, damn, that's not working. Because she has this imaginary measuring stick in her mind about me. Yeah, well, when it comes to somebody that looks like Shrek, I can imagine. Because she's, mind you, this person who was not the best individual. Mind you, remember I told you I showed my husband her photo? He was just like, what the fuck? He didn't say anything. He didn't say that, but that was his reaction, like, right? She thinks that she's got something because, like, oh, look, I got somebody, like, somebody's man. He took me because what? Mind you, men will stick the dick in anything, right? And eventually she'll find that out the hard way. See, I remember that. Uh huh. She's thinking, she might be thinking to herself, like, oh, look, I got me this, I got me that. No, no, no. Again, like I said, men will stick the dick in anything. They will. Now, I'm not saying that. I mean, here's the whole thing. She got braces, and that's good, right? The thing is, if she had worked on herself then and did a little bit more for herself and worked on her confidence, maybe she wouldn't have felt the need to be like, oh, well, he likes me even though he's with this other girl and I'm waiting. Like, no, baby, that's not good. That's not good. It is not good. That's not good. It might be good for a little, for some time, but not a long time. All right. Mind you, men are more emotional than women. Eventually, be like, Sharon. Yeah, but because we went through a rough patch. I manipulated him and needed an ego boost. Hold on, you make me want to look into her. No, but I'm just saying, like, that's how it is. I'll be back to donate when if you're still open. If I were you, I'd do it right now because I feel like getting off. Not because I'm tired, but because I just feel like it. Let me tell you about the girl I love. Do 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 do. Can you use the yellow cards? I don't think I have them. Make a long story short, um, I'm not in my apartment anymore, as you can see, because we had an incident in there and we had to vacate the premises. The place flooded, and a lot of my cards are in storage right now. So I got to use what's on here and what's in my little bin, but I don't think I have that deck. But granted, I wanted out of that damn apartment. I did. So, I mean, praise God. I wanted out of that damn apartment. I really did. I didn't like being there. I like the other place better, but people in the screws over. But yeah, meow, meow. Oh no, where's Gotcha? Thanks, but yeah, but no, I'm so glad to be out of that shit. No, I didn't flood it purposefully, but um, that's what happened. But we're Gucci. We're back at my parents, and honestly, I like being back here. I do. I don't gotta pay rent, no nothing. It's for breezies, yes. I I mean, I don't have to pay for internet anymore. I we got free cable. Shout out to Xfinity. But yeah. But what's your question? All right, what is Jay the Capricorn's energy towards me since she's still supposedly running her mouth and views me as a standard or a benchmark? Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna do these reverse. Yup. Well, because she keeps doing that because she knows that she was wrong. Excuse me. After this, I'm gonna get a bottle. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What? Sorry. I was remembering a spoof movie. Anyway, guys' ancestors that will protect me. Because if my ex feeling like that, I wonder how she feels. Like shit. I don't know. You got some narcissistic people. They'll be like, "Oh, they wouldn't do that to me." Yes, they would. Hey, baby. My cat has found herself a new home inside one of the laundry baskets. Honestly, I think I'm gonna get her another one and let her sleep in that one. Because she loves it. Anyways, my guys' ancestors, I love protect me. So, what's Jay's energy towards Bree currently? Especially since, you know, this woman's still running her mouth and views her as a benchmark. But still, what's her energy towards her currently? Cashapp, please, 2, 3. What's Jay's energy towards Bree currently? Cashapp, please, 2, 3. Six of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Devil reverse, Seven of Swords reverse. I'm not that reverse, I'm sorry. And then Ace of Cups, her energy towards you. So Seven of Swords, 2, 3. The Hierophant. I wonder if she's lying about like how you were in school, or like saying that maybe you were like disloyal or something like that. Her energy towards you, Six of Pentacles, and the Chariot, talking about the Devil reverse, 2, 3. Nine of Pentacles. I feel like at the same time, like her energy towards you, I feel like she's trying to balance herself out and move on from this situation somewhat, or move forward and get out of this energy of feeling jealous or harboring like harsh feelings, and tries to be independent but is still, you know, lying. Some Ace of Cups, 2, 3. Four of Swords reverse here. Let me do this again because I can't connect. Oh. Oh yeah, the person usually running their mouth be guilty because they can't, you know, be quiet. Yup. I was told that if the mom find out, she wouldn't even want that girl over her house. She probably may not want that right now. All I know is like when I finally have kids, if I find out, like if I have a son and I find out that he has done something like that, I don't even know how I'm gonna react. I probably won't even want to talk to him for some time. Because I'm like, you know, I've been through that exact same thing. I'm like, I tell him, I'm like, you have no idea what type of pain. You can't even fathom the pain that you put them through because you wouldn't be fucking selfish. They're like, well, mom, I'm like, I don't want to fucking hear it. Don't talk to me. Don't fucking talk to me until I talk to you again. Please don't fucking talk to me. I would just say that to them because I wouldn't even want anything to do with them temporarily. Not that I would stop loving them, but they said it'll work in my favor. She continues to tell lies. I think she's mental. Well, not only that, I won't even say that she's mental. It's just more so like this. When you got somebody like her who already had very low self-esteem, and they finally get the guy because they feel like that validates their entire existence, they're gonna run their mouth. If I had a son, and he'll get a jab to the chest. I'll make sure he knows he'll have to get out of my house. That's exactly what my husband said. Or whatnot. Oh my gosh, he would snatch his ass up. He would snatch his ass up. But anyways, my guys' ancestors, I'll love protect me. What are Jay's current feelings and energy towards Bree? What's her current energy and feelings towards Bree, especially since knowing that Bree's the benchmark or whatnot? Like, and since she's still running her mouth, like, what's her energy towards Bree? For top, please, 2, 3. What's her thoughts and feelings towards Bree? Six of Cups, Knight of Cups, Justice, the Hierophant, King of Cups here. So there's this knowing she knows that what she did wasn't just, but it's like she tries to justify it though, um, and tries to move forward because like in her mind she feels like she has this loving relationship. Yeah, Four of Wands, the Devil. It's like this person may still be jealous and upset at you, even though they have what they think they wanted. But why is she still jealous and upset at Reed? So I place 2, 3. Why? It's probably because he didn't lay down and die, but why though? I place 2, 3. But the thing is, this is also again why. I place 1, 2, 3. This is also like pick me behavior, like somebody that's male centered. Because again, this person is feeling very confident all because a guy picked them, right? And she's not even caring about the different nuances. Like he cheated on the person that he was with you, right? He did something horrible. And you did something horrible by knowing this girl was with this guy and still going alongside with it, and then to add insult to injury, continuously stalk this girl and try to dress like her and everything else, right? This is one of those women that thinks, and when I say women, I mean that loosely, but this is one of those women that thinks that a man validates their existence, that will do anything to have one because they don't feel secure without him. They don't feel like their existence is meaningful, right? And then they'll do anything to keep it up because for whatever reason, that dude giving them attention is just top tier. But why is she still jealous? 3 of Pentacles. Night. It's like this. I think deep down she understands that if you were still around, he would more than likely try to build with you. She feels that. She also may see you doing like, very well, better than her, looking better than her. That sort of thing. Tell me about 9 of Pentacles, 2, 3. The Hermit. Yeah, and then she'd be on the sidelines. As well as like it's a whole thing because you didn't shrink when this happened. And the reason why this woman's jealous for please 2, 3. 6 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. Then my 4 of Cups here, 2, 3. 6 of Wands. It's because of this. When you and Dee were together, there was a lot of stability here. And feels like even though she's with him, maybe, I don't know if she feels a certain level of rejection or disdain because it's the whole thing of like, I know it's this whole thing of like this. He can definitely be successful or is, but he doesn't really need this person. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me 6 of Wands, 2, 3. The Sun. Oh, it's more so like this, thinking that like she thought she had won, but still saw you happy. Any other? Can you tell me how else this woman feels about her? For South, please 2, 3. Yeah, anything else for South, please 2, 3. Anything else for South, please 2, 3. It says she realizes deep down she didn't quote unquote win, which is insane. Right, didn't you tell me Dee may eventually leave her and she'll have the face that it came out on top? I believe so, yeah. It's one of the outcomes, and I say one of them because anything can happen. It's not the same connection that we had, and exactly. Again, this is the ugly duckling that got, their attention. Like, for example, there's a reason why if you're a very attractive woman, you don't ever give an ugly guy a chance. And it's not to say that everything's about looks, but the thing is when it comes to dudes and stuff like that, if you give one that society deems as unattractive or just average, if you, somebody that's above average and looks or whatnot, if you, a pretty girl, gives a guy that is on that social level any attention, or you give him your time and energy and you have a relationship with him, best believe not only will he drag you down due to his insecurities because he knows you can do better than him, he may fear you leaving. Not only is he going to drag you down, but that inch you gave him, he's going to run the whole entire interstate with. You thought I was going to say mile. No, I meant interstate. And I would know that because it's happened to me. Years ago, there was this guy, some Pakistani dude, right? I fell in love with him because of his personality. Not the cutest face, but I still fell in love with this dude because of their personality. And he did me so dirty. The man did me so dirty. This is somebody here that kind of looked like Shrek, mind you. And you've already seen how I look. Um, I like I said, in this case, it's more so like in terms of a woman, she'll think, oh, she rules the world until she gets a reality check. But any other else does this one to feel towards grief or top, please? 2, 3. 5 of Swords, like she still has to do things to win, maybe at times. The Hangman's, it's like there's times where she feels like she has to do things to remain on top, but there's other times that she kind of sits back and reflects. Yeah, because it's like you're not really doing anything. Yeah, and they're like very in their head and contemplative. Time about 5 of Swords, 2, 3. The Chariot. Because I don't know, it feels like it'll help them move on. So I actually feel towards you, it's like deep down she knows that she was wrong, but tries to justify it, and is still very much jealous of you because again, you didn't really sink, you swam, and this person knows too that if you were around, you would be top pick in some way, shape, or form. As well as that this person thought they had won something, but you still kept going. Well, that's what I don't get. What did I say when it came to stuff? Because I forget. That's why she's still so threatened, because she knows the truth. Yeah. Yep, he sabotaged, and now he got that girl feeling like shit. And yeah, you're right. She's really not. And she's not. And I know it's not good to talk about somebody's like looks, but the thing is that paired alongside what she's doing, like I can see why she looked like that. I can definitely see that. Like this is a very insecure person. But again, if she had actually like worked on herself and learned how to get like, gain her own confidence and stuff like that, she definitely could have ended up with somebody else. That sort of thing. And then eventually everything would have came into place. Right now, like you said, like she still feel like she got to do stuff. Oh, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like you said that she's still running her mouth, so may feel like she still has to compete, still has to lie, still has to check on your page, stuff like that, perhaps. But I mean, this is somebody that's like very insecure. And when it comes to individuals that are insecure, like as annoying as the situation is, and trust me, I understand, like you want things solved now, but as annoying as things are, when it comes to very insecure people, they do tend to be their own downfall due to their own insecurities, because eventually their mindset moves into the whole like, well, let me do it before they do it to me, right? And the next thing they know, they're in a world of hurt because nobody was ever going to, be a snake to them to begin with. That was their mind playing tricks on them, not the actual circumstances. Yeah, she's not really on top. It's an illusion. She's with a guy that still has feelings for her ex. Exactly. And like even if he doesn't per se, the whole thing is look at how you got him. You didn't get him organically, like you guys met and you striked up whatever else here. No. You actively were in somebody else's relationship, you know? He's going back and forth and you're thinking, oh well, he wants me. No. Well, I'll say this much. One thing that I did a lot when I was single is whenever I would match with a guy on Tinder or Hinge or whatever else, and the thing was about to move off the app, one thing I would do is I would search them up on social media. And even if their profile said single, I would still look through their followers and their likes and their friends list so that I could make sure I was not getting caught up in anything, right? Because I'm not going to be one of those women that's just be like, well, if you took care of your man, he wouldn't be doing this. Or like, well, he came to me. I don't owe you any loyalty. Like, no, I'm not going to be one of those people. I'm smart. And I have actual empathy. Like, no. Like, I want somebody that has no attachments. and knows how to let go of certain attachments. I want a single person because I am single. That's how I was, right? She, on the other end, talked about, well, maybe if you guys weren't so rocky, like, bitch, even, like, so what, we were rocky. A lot of relationships do get like that from time to time. The thing is, you had no business being around, just like he had no business stepping out. Right? He's not into her for real. He's just there. And even if he was, eventually, because I mean, you have to kind of look at things objectively too. Like, what are they going to tell? Like, let's say they have kids, right? What are they going to tell their kids? Hmm? Yeah, she doesn't owe. Yeah, she don't owe me loyalty, but the fact that she blatantly slandered my character, I would have to tend to that exactly. And I want to say like, oh, you're, I mean, you guys weren't friends, so she doesn't owe you loyalty. But the thing is, she owes respect. She definitely owes respect in the sense of he was with you and was not with her. She should have respected boundaries. She should have definitely respected boundaries. Even if the two of you were not friends, she should have respected boundaries. Like, oh, you're with somebody else? Okay, fine. No, her ass is like, well, I don't owe her any of this, or I don't. It doesn't matter what you owe and what you don't owe. The thing is right and wrong is wrong. And in this case, she was very much wrong. And she keeps talking. Can you pull a card for fun to see if I confront her about her slander and told the truth? She may be crazy, but she ain't stupid. Okay, and one card, if Bree confronted Jay for talking shit about Bree, how would that go? One card, 2, 3. How would that go? 2 of Pentacles. It depends. I feel like, and then the world is reversed here too. It's like this. She would know that you're telling the truth. Mind you, I'm just reading intuitively. She would know that you're telling the truth, but she would also kind of look at you like, well, do I say something or do I not? Because I don't have to say anything if I don't want to. But 2 of Pentacles would talk about a balance, because the thing is, it's like she's telling one thing but omitting stuff. So honestly, how would that go? She would kind of go back and forth about whether or not to respond. Could give like some sort of bullshit excuse too. I wouldn't do it. Maybe crazy, but she ain't stupid, right? And she truly felt that way, she would be open about the truth. Exactly. But the thing is, if she truly felt that way, she would have not entertained him. That sort of thing. And then her like, oh, I'm gonna look like her and dress like her or whatever else here too. Like, really? Like, can you have your own personality? That's what I see. She sounds like she, yeah, probably. Hey JD, are you still taking donations? Sadly, I am not. However, good news, I will be on tomorrow. Because at this point, I am tired. All the way from me. Thanks, girl. You're welcome. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, but here's the whole thing. During the day, I am available for like regular reads and stuff like that before my lives and stuff. But my Google Forms is always open to people, so there's that. But just letting you know, like that's a different price list, so just put that out there. Oh, not omitting stuff. Yup. Because the thing is, like, again, there are inconsistencies there. Because if anybody goes far back, they're like, well, weren't you dating Bree? Yeah. Well, what happened? Because the switch. Well, you know, you don't have to tell me anything. But if my name is her, almost a decade later, then she does owe me an explanation, or it can get legal. Well, that's the thing. As far as when it comes to that, like you're talking about defamation of character, right? You would have to, number one, you would have to prove that what she's saying is false, and then you would also have to get proof of what she's saying too, right? Because here's the whole thing: as far as tarot is concerned, yes, stuff out here is accurate and whatnot because of the type of tool that it is. But at the end of the day, if you're looking at things objectively, this is nothing more than a card with a pretty image of it on it, and not everybody believes in this. So number one, you got to get proof that she's saying something. That's for one. Yeah, Shady, that's fine. But yeah. Anyways, I'ma fly off. Oh, oh my legs. Oh no, I know. I'm just saying, if she was one of those people online talking. Oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah, but that's what I see. So good. Thanks, girl. You're welcome. And thank everybody that came on tonight. Everyone have a good night. Bye.